Initially, I was very scared of coding.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Learning Bridge. I hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. कोडिंग ये एक ऐसा वर्ड है जो हम सबको पता है कि इनिशियली जब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं कोडिंग सीखना, प्रोग्रामिंग सीखना, तो भाई डर लगता है क्योंकि उस टाइम पर चीजें समझ नहीं आती हैं एंड थोड़ा लॉजिकल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हम नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो इस सेशन में हमारे साथ हैं मनीषा मौर्य, जिनकी की ऐसी ही एक सिमिलर स्टोरी रही है। उन्हें भी इनिशियली काफी डर लगता था कोडिंग वगैरह से, बट उन सारे डर को दूर करके उन्होंने अपने आप को ऐसा इम्प्रूव करा कि उन्होंने इंटर्नशिप ग्रैब करी इन Walmart and Myntra, and now she is a full-time employee of DELL Technologies. In this session, she has shared her experience for Walmart, Myntra and DELL Technologies. पूरा कंप्लीट इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस बताया उन्होंने तीनों कंपनीज का, क्या क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए, क्या राउंड्स थे, एंड कॉलेज में रह के उन्होंने कैसे अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करा हर एक सब्जेक्ट में, कोडिंग में, प्रोग्रामिंग में, एंड कैसे उन्होंने कूल प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाए ऑन ट्रेंडिंग टेक्नोलॉजीज लाइक मशीन लर्निंग। सो ये पूरा कॉम्बिनेशन उन्होंने हमारे साथ शेयर करा है, तो वीडियो को एंड तक देखना गाइज। आई होप उनकी जर्नी से आप लोगों को भी बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा। एंड वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो बिल्कुल लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलना, क्योंकि बर्थडे आने वाला है पास, एंड बर्थडे से पहले मुझे टच करने हैं 5K सब्सक्राइबर्स एटलीस्ट। सो तुम लोगों से उम्मीद है यार, फटाफट बस सब्सक्राइब बटन दबा के नोटिफिकेशन बेल आइकन दबा दो। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम, लेट्स जंप ऑन टू द सेशन।
Hey, hi Manisha, and very welcome to you on my channel. And first of all, thank you so much for taking your precious moments for this session. Let's start with our question now. I would ask you to introduce yourself and अभी तक कैसी जर्नी रही है आपकी कॉलेज से आईटी इंडस्ट्री में आने तक की।
Yeah, so hi Shashank, thanks for this session, and let me introduce myself. So I am Manisha Maurya from Delhi, and I recently completed my graduation from Indira Gandhi Delhi Technical University in BTech Computer Science Engineering. I did my internship from Myntra and Walmart Labs, and now I am a software engineer at Dell.
You have interned with Walmart and Myntra. So
Yeah.
how did you get interview opportunity for Walmart and Myntra, and how did you apply for that?
Yeah, so for both the companies, Walmart Labs and Myntra, I applied from the on-campus itself. So it was a part of on-campus internship drive. So I applied from there. To shortlist your resume and to make your resume more effective, resume should have more projects, like one or two or three projects related to WebD or any kind of development field, like web development and machine learning, which is very trending nowadays. So you should have these kind of projects in your resume, and also maintaining a CGPA whole curriculum. So it's very important to make your GPA more than 8. So ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा chances होते हैं shortlist होने के resume based.
First, you interned with Walmart, then Myntra. So for both of them, what was the interview process exactly, and what kind of subjects, topics, or questions were being asked in the interview rounds?
I just want to talk about Walmart Labs first. So in 2019, I got this opportunity from on campus, and there were 3 rounds for the selection process. So first one was online coding round, second was technical, which was optional in my time, and third one was HR round. So in online coding round, they just there were some MCQs, 10 to 15 MCQs related to the your core fundamental subjects of computer science, that is operating system and time complexities, related to data structures, related to pointers, C++, Java. So these kinds of MCQs, which were very basic and very easy. And one coding question was there, so which is based on array, which was very easy and basic. So online round, it was very easy, and after that we had one HR round. So in HR round, they just asked me about my project, my resume, based on resume, and some HR questions like why do you want to join, and you are able to relocate or not. So these kinds of questions. So this was Walmart Labs. And for Myntra as well, I applied from the on campus, and that was 6 months internship, and for Walmart that was a 2 months internship. So
Okay.
for Myntra, there were 4 rounds. One was online coding test, and then
Okay.
2 technical rounds of interview, and one HR. So in coding round, only 3 questions from coding, and like questions was very basic, like they based on arrays, linked list, and priority queues and hash map, and also
Okay.
one question from Java, where like we have to build a class uh, to implement an application based on Java only.
Okay.
So yeah, they preferred Java language basically. And after that, 2 rounds of technical interviews, they asked me about projects, whatever I had did in my internship, Walmart labs, and my college projects.
Okay.
And also some questions related to the data structure, that is hash map, stack and queues, binary trees.
साला ये दुख का खत्म नहीं होता बे।
And yeah, so
Okay.
these were coding questions. Apart from that, they asked me some question from the core subject of the computer science, the like operating system and object oriented programming, and networking. And also some puzzles were asked, like 2 or 3 puzzles they were asked in my technical interviews. So yeah, that's my technical interview, and in HR only normal HR questions were there.
Now you are a full-time employee of Dell Technologies, right?
Yeah.
So now same question for Dell as well. Like how did you get the chance to interview with Dell? How did you apply for that? What was the process, question, and such kind of stuff?
Yeah, so basically to for the Dell, it was also a on-campus placement drive. So I applied
Okay.
from there, and for Dell also I had 3 rounds. One was online test, and then technical interviews, and then one was HR round.
Okay.
In online test, the online test was very easy for the Dell. Like there were a lot of MCQs related to the core subjects of computer science, and
Okay.
questions related to the time complexities, data structure, and operating system, and object oriented programming, and some related to the networking. So it was very
Okay.
easy. And after that, technical interview. So in technical interview, first of all they asked me about my project, resume based interview, and after that they asked me about the some questions related to coding. So
Okay.
basically in coding they generally focused on the basic data structure, not very advanced data structure. So they asked me about arrays and strings and linked lists. So
Okay.
that was very easy. And after that, one HR round was there.
When
And
someone goes for an internship in a company, so what kind of roles and responsibilities are given to them, and what like our intern is supposed to do?
yeah, so first of all, while interning in a company, you just have to focus on the time management. So first of all, you should be on time in each and every meeting, stand-ups, weekly meetings with the manager and everything. You should be on time. And second point, like you should communicate with the team on anything, like any topic, like whatever not related to your project or related to your project. Just communicate, try to communicate with them, and just make comfortable yourself and also your teammates, so that they will try to communicate you, and you also engage with themselves. So it helps a lot to
Okay.
work in such a comfortable environment. And yeah, try to ask lot of doubts, like lot of questions, whatever comes in your mind. And don't hesitate, don't get nervous while asking anything from your teammates. So they are like very helpful. They can help you out with any kind of projects, any kind of task, whatever is assigned to you. So don't get nervous and anything. And third one is like whenever in a meeting, you are in a meeting, and they are discussing about any kind of problem or any kind of of issues, any kind of issue in their application or anything. So if you
Okay.
have any solution, if you have any kind of any kind of solution for the problem, just discuss that inside within the team. Then it impacts a lot on your on your performance and everything. So
Correct.
and apart from that, you should schedule one-on-one with your manager within 15 days, so that you can get your feedback from the managers. And also you can try to ask about your improvements, like whatever improvements you are requiring in your performance. So they will give you a positive feedback, or and any kind of negative thing they will tell you, you can improve on that. And further you can then again schedule the meeting and try to get the feedback from the manager, so it will help a
Okay.
lot.
Like since
Yeah.
the very beginning, like how did you started and what strategy did you follow to like improve yourself in this data structures and algo part?
Yeah, so initially I was very scared of coding, and I don't know how to code the questions. Basically, I my basics was not cleared at that time. So for to solve any kind of coding question, you just have to make sure that your basics are clear. So
Right.
I tried a lot to clear my basics by myself, but it won't be possible. So I just joined one institute, pep coding, and from there my basics were cleared, and I was able to approach any kind of new questions, coding questions. So these
Okay.
kind of things, when my basics were clear, then I just move on to the geeks for geeks, and
Okay.
tried to solve the questions, new questions from there. Because in geeks or geeks there are a lot of questions, so you don't have to do all the questions, you just have to there are a lot of sections, like must do coding questions and company wise preparation, interview wise preparation. So you
Yeah.
can follow that. After clearing your basics and doing basic coding questions, you can jump on that and try to solve questions. And also for day to day routine, you can use a lot of coding platforms, online coding
Okay.
platforms, that is HackerRank, HackerEarth, and Lead Code. So interview bit is there also. So you can use those platforms to practice a lot in coding, so that you can easily crack the online test and also crack the interviews. So just
Okay.
yeah. And also for the puzzles and any kind of things, you can refer geeks or geeks and try to solve all the coding questions from there. And also there are some standard questions as well, so you can also learn those questions, how to do that, how to figure out that. So I just tried a lot and make a routine to code the things in the online platforms.
But
So
apart from this coding part, what else is needed to crack these interviews? What other subjects and topics fresher or a student should focus upon?
yeah, so apart from programming, you should focus on your core subjects of computer science, that is
Okay.
operating system. So for the operating system, there are a lot of important questions, that is popular questions, that is asked in your interviews. So basically the questions related to banking algorithms and deadlocks, process threads. So these kinds of questions are very popular in operating system. And
Okay.
then another one is DBMS. They will ask to write SQL queries. So there are a lot of popular SQL queries for the
Okay.
interviews. So you can find that on the online platforms. And apart from that, networking is also an important subject for the interview. So only basic networking is there, so you can just go through the basic concepts of the networking. And object oriented programming language is very important, like
Okay.
polymorphism, inheritance, these kind of things are very important during your interview. And yeah, if your programming language is Java, then interfaces, multiple inheritance, and final abstract classes, they are very important. Apart from that, system design is also there, but it's very rare to be asked from questions from the system design. So
Okay.
yeah, they can also ask questions from the puzzles and the problem solving questions. So you can refer geeks for that, to solve puzzles. You can make a routine to solve puzzles, one, two or three puzzles daily.
So let's talk about some projects you have worked upon. तो जब आप कॉलेज में थे तो
Yeah.
किस तरीके के प्रोजेक्ट्स आपने अपने कॉलेज टाइम में करे एंड कुछ अगर नई टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करी तो कैसे उन सबको सीखा आपने?
Yeah, so in my college, so basically I built one messaging bot, so which is based on natural language processing and pattern matching and machine learning. So
Okay.
that was for the official website of our college. So that was a very amazing project, and also it was based on new technologies. So that's why
Yeah.
it was a very great experience. And after that, in my internships as well, I did lot of projects. Like in Walmart Labs, I built one Spring Boot application, so and
Okay.
Java development, and also worked upon some NoSQL DBs like Cosmos DB. So yeah, that was
Okay.
also a great experience. And in Myntra, I did 6 months internship. So during the long duration of internship, I learned a lot of things from there. Like the team was based on big data and analytics. So I learned lot of
Okay.
open source frameworks and lot of big data analysis, and also a lot of monitoring tool like Grafana and Prometheus, Graphite. I also contributed in the unit testing, so with the JUnit and Mockito. So that was also very important for a corporate environment to write the unit testing. So
Okay. So like in college time you focus on like machine learning, which is very trending. So like
yeah.
how did you learn these technologies? Because in college time it's really hard to find good resources or good guidance for these technologies.
Yeah, so for the machine learning, so initially I don't have any experience in machine learning, so I believe in like learning technologies by working something upon that. We just took a project based on machine learning, that is messaging bot, and try to build that project with the learning as well. So like
Okay.
whatever the algorithms we can use to pattern for the pattern matching, and what kind of data training set we can use, and all of these kind of things. So like by working you can learn any kind of technology. You don't have to do a separate course for that. You can learn anything by developing simultaneously. So
जब हम फ्रेशर होते हैं ऑब्वियसली एक फेस टू फेस इंटरव्यू देना थोड़ा रहता है प्रेशर अपने ऊपर कि
hmm.
कैसे फेस करेंगे, सब कुछ फर्स्ट टाइम होता है. सो
Yes,
जब हम
yes.
इंटरव्यू रूम में जाते हैं सो कैसा माइंडसेट होना चाहिए हमारा इन फेस टू फेस इंटरव्यू राउंड्स?
या सो बेसिकली जो फ्रेशर्स होते हैं दे जस्ट जैसे मैं भी यही सोचती थी कि लाइक इंटरव्यूअर्स जो होते हैं वो कुछ भी अलग नहीं होते हैं. जस्ट आर द person who is going to test you only. So on the
या.
basis of your like answers and anything. So jab bhi interview, if you are going to give any kind of interview, don't show nervousness on your face. Be confident on yourself, and only think like that it's only a small discussion between you and the interviewer. Don't
या.
think like that it's a interview and selection hoga ya nahi hoga. Don't think like that. They will ask one question, you just have to give any kind of approach whatever comes in your mind at that particular instant of time. So आपके पास कोई भी उस particular time period में कोई भी दिमाग में कितने भी approaches आ रहे हैं, जो भी approach आ रहा है, you just explain those approach to your interviewer with full confidence, and try to dry code the questions like using the pen and paper, and try to figure out the solution, and
Okay.
try to explain the questions to the interviewer. So you just have to be confident, and don't think that you have to crack this, and don't think like that. Just do your best, and
Yeah.
you can obviously, if you are doing best, then you can do that.
That was a really wonderful session with you, and it was my pleasure to have such young minds on my channel and sharing their experience with the coming generation who are just going to be a part of software industry. So from
Yeah.
my side, a huge thank to you for like just taking this up and for this wonderful session. That was really amazing. Thanks a lot, Manisha.
Yeah. So I hope that this session will help a lot of students who is going to crack any kind of interview, and all the best to everyone.
सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडेज वीडियो गाइस। आई होप आप लोगों को वो वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। मनीषा के साथ जो उन्होंने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करा है आप लोगों को भी हेल्प करेगा इन कंपनीज के लिए प्रिपेयर करने के लिए। सो कोई भी क्वेश्चन, कोई भी डाउट हो, फील फ्री टू पुट इट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स। एंड वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो अगेन लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब। तब तक के लिए जस्ट स्टे सेफ, स्टे होम।